Hello everyone, welcome to another video talking geeky stuff with me, Tenji, and today I am going to talk about Borderlands. So Borderlands is my favorite first-person RPG action adventure game of all time, or franchise of all time, and I'm playing them all. I'm still currently playing Borderlands 3. Been playing that for well over a year now. I'm currently on the latest DLC, Director's Cut, so I'm playing through that as well. So I want to talk about Borderlands, why I like it so much, and it's my favourite, like I said, first-person action adventure / RPG of all time. I would say that I think that I like the art style. See, I'm not really a big fan of, say, general first-person shoot-em-ups. I mean, I don't mind them, but it's not my favorite genre. If any of you followed me before, you know that I'm RPG, action, adventure kind of guy. So those are my favorite genres in video games. But I don't mind Call of Duty, Modern Warfare when it was good. The first 3 was pretty good. So I don't mind those ones when they're done really good. For example, Halo. Do a video about that and why Halo is also one of my favorites as well. So, back to Borderlands. First, I think I like the art style. Is the sense of humor. It's got really good dubbing, voice acting. I think characters, which I'll talk about that in a few minutes. And of course, just the script, the storyline is funny out there. All of that combined into a great game. But it also offers something different than your average first-person shooter, right? He has the guns are very creative. I think the controls are just right, and the challenges is good. Of course, I love the little challenges because some RPGs, even I'm talking about traditional RPGs, right? Some, you spend hours grinding, and you don't know where to go. Sometimes you get lost. So what's so good about the Borderlands series is, you can do so many, go through the main story, go sidetracked, left and right, but it's always so good because you can just select a mission, and it literally has a dot, tells you, okay, this is the map, go there, do this, come back. And I loved how the story each character, even the side characters, have their own little story, their own little missions they give you, and so on. Also, I love the vehicles you drive in there because the world is pretty big. So as for the games, I've always played them on the Xbox. Even though I've actually got multiple copies of the first Borderlands. So I got the original Borderlands, then I got the Borderlands Game Year Edition on the 360, and of course I got the Borderlands Game Year Edition on the PlayStation 3. I can't remember. Yeah, I'll tell you why. What happened was I thought I lost the Game of the Year Edition on my 360. So when on eBay purchased on the PS3. And then when I was just tidying up, just spring cleaning my bedroom, I found my Xbox 360 version. So I got 2 copies of that. So I played Borderlands on, as I mentioned, Xbox. I tend to play most of my first-person shooters on 360 or Xbox in general. I just think that you had better controls at that time, And to be honest with you, because I'm out of Xbox and PlayStation, I'm more of a PlayStation fan. He's got my type of games, action, RPGs, beat 'em ups, for example. and I've always got those games on it. So when I did buy the Xbox and the 360 and so on, I was kind of looking for an excuse just to buy it. So there was, of course, a genre that I didn't really buy too much on my PS PlayStation systems or even a Nintendo system, was first-person shoot 'em ups. So I thought, it'd be kind of like a good excuse for me to buy first-person shoot 'em ups and play them on Xbox. Then, of course, I realized he actually played better because I felt the controller was better for that type of game. Anyway, I'm a bit sidetracked there. And I didn't play Borderlands. I think I played Borderlands about a year after it got released. It was on sale one day in where did I buy it? Well, I saw it on sale somewhere. I think it was Game or one of those stores, secondhand, for about £10-12. A used copy. And I've heard about it. It got some really good reviews. I've seen gameplay trailer and so on. And at the same time, I was actually looking for something to play, so picked it up, played it, and like most RPGs, you take time. So after like the first 3 or 4 hours, I really got into it. Then I ended up playing it for some time, quite a lot. At that time, I didn't buy the DLCs because I didn't have an account or anything like that. I wasn't really. I like to buy games physical. It's only like in the last few years I really started to buy DLCs and so on. This is a lot more easier, and the fact we've been quarantined a lot. So of course, by the time I finished it, and then about a few months afterwards, I picked up the Game of the Year edition. So I played all the DLCs and so on. Then of course, a year later or so, Borderlands 2 come out, which I know a lot of people think Borderlands 2 is the best one. I would say it's definitely the best story, and I think also had some of the better characters, I'll say. Come to think about it, I think 1 and 2 had pretty good pair characters. But I would say 2 definitely had the better storyline, and 2 was also it brought some new ideas in. Because there's one thing I've always thought was a bit annoying in the first one was when you open like a box or like a case full of weapons or ammo, you had to kind of move your characters just to pick the ones up that the other ones are like, you have like, say your ammo for your handgun's full, you have to maneuver around just to get the ammo behind it. So that's a bit annoying. So I'm kind of glad in the sequel, Borderlands 2, they added the auto pickup feature. That was good. Also the jump, and when you press jump and you press B and it does like a slam. I like that as well, good feature. And the graphics improved a lot more as well. And of course I think the least favorite is probably the pre-sequel, which I didn't mind. It gave a pretty backstory about Handsome Jack. I think he's a great character, a great villain. Kind of a good villain. He had a good storyline, and you kind of somewhat sympathize with him as well. So anyway, currently playing Borderlands 3. Like I said, I've been playing it for over a year now. So I think Borderlands 3 is definitely, of course, the most best graphics, of course, is the latest one. And I personally think it's my favorite one as an overall. I think that Borderlands 2 had a better story. Handsome Jack was a better villain. Not to say that the villains in the third one wasn't good. They wasn't amazing. They're okay, I suppose. And so I'll say overall, Borderlands 3 is my favorite. I like the gameplay, and just the gameplay is, to me, I felt was great. Also, I recently picked up the Xbox Series X about a month or so ago. Yeah, I missed out on the pre-order back in November, December, so it took me 4 months to get hold of one. So anyway, I installed it in that one, and then of course I downloaded the pack, to enhance the graphics and give it 60 frames. I tell you, it looks very good. It's kind of like a taster of what Borderlands 4 could look like. The graphics have definitely got more shine to it. The guns, you can see that has reflection. The lighting is better, a lot more smoother. The frame rate is smoother, 60 frames per second. And I felt the sound is improved a lot as well. So if you do have, and also make sure as well you transfer, because I saved it on originally on the Xbox One S. I had it on the external hard drive. So what I did was, when I transferred it over to my Series X, I put it onto the internal hard drive. So the loading time is cut down a lot. So that does make a lot of difference. And we go to the characters. Borderlands is famous for a lot of characters. I think I can't barely remember all the names. I'm like, got Handsome Jack. I think he's definitely one of the better villains in the video game. And you got like Lilith. I felt is a great character from the first game. I do like, one of my favorite characters, little tiny Tina. And when they introduced her in Borderlands 2, she had some of the best lines. She was funny, I thought quirky. I like that kind of character. And the voice actress did an amazing job. Zero, I like Zero because he was a character I played with in the first game. Was it the first game or second game? Can't remember now. So I played Lilith second time round when I played it. Again, I'm actually confused with who I played with. It's been such a long time. Anyway, currently I'm playing as Mose on Borderlands 3. That's the only character I've played with so far, because I'm still playing and trying to beat all the challenges. I tell you, man, some of the challenges are pretty tough. And the reason why I got into Mose was because I like mechs, and she has an awesome mech. That's the reason I chose her. So I'm hoping when I finish the latest DLC, probably do another save file with a different character. Not sure which character. I might do the one that looks like a sniper, whatever his name or her name is, the android looking one. Probably that character. So I think that apart from having really good gameplay, good story, good villains, good characters, I think the characters do play a big part on why I think Borderlands, to me in a way, it's definitely one of the standouts in first-person shoot-em-ups. It's my favorite action-adventure RPG shoot-em-up franchise. So I'm looking forward to what they do next. And I think there might be, one more or two more DLC, so look forward to those. And the funny thing was, Borderlands 3 is the first Borderlands game that actually purchased the DLC, because the others, I bought the Game Year Edition, and I got the Handsome Jack collection when they revamped it for the Xbox One S. I got that, and then of course you can download the texture pack, which actually gives it a nice shine to it, smoother graphics as well. But anyway, please let me know what you think about the Borderlands series, and please give this video a like if you like it, of course, and also please consider subscribing to this channel to see more talking geeky stuff from me. Anyway, I have to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're in the world, and please stay safe. Until next time, goodbye.